Hi everyone, XS Soccer 35 here, back again for another live streaming video, and today we're actually starting Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. And the second game on the channel too. Alright. Let's get started with Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage.
Is this rain ever gonna stop?
Is it working, Professor?
Almost. Just a few more adjustments to these orbs and...
Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto more angry.
Is this rain ever gonna stop? I've forgotten what the sun looks like. We should go on vacation. Somewhere warm. Somewhere sunny. Dragon Shores, yeah! I haven't been there since we kicked Nasty Nork's butt. How about it, Sparks? You up for a vacation at the beach? Last one there's a Nork!
Is it working, Professor?
Almost. Just a few more adjustments to these orbs and...
Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Bringing a dragon here could just make Ripto more angry.
Calm down, Hunter, and stop fidgeting.
But you saw the professor's book. They have claws like this, and teeth like this, and they can spit fire like this. They sound much more dangerous than Ripto.
That's exactly the point. A dragon is our only chance of stopping Ripto, and you know it.
It's working! It's working! I've got a dragon!
Huh?
Whoa! Rough landing. Hi, which way's the beach? Huh? Hey, stop staring. Haven't you guys ever seen a dragon before?
You're a dragon?
You got a problem with that, pussycat?
Well, well, someone forgot to invite me to the party. Were you trying to keep something from me? A dragon? You brought a dragon to Avalar? I hate dragons. Yeah! Crush! Kill it! Kill it! Go, you imbecile! You ate my scepter! I'll deal with you later!
Who was that jerk?
That was Ripto, and we have to get rid of him. He's causing all sorts of trouble around here, but I haven't got time to explain. Here, take this magic guide to Avalar. It'll help you begin to understand our worlds. Right now, I have to follow Ripto and see what he's up to. I'll meet you in Summer Forest, okay?
Hey, wait a minute! How do we get ourselves into these messes, pal?
Alright, I'm back. Okay. Hang on a second. Fixing a little bit of sound. And texting someone. Okay. Texting some people. Okay. This. No. Hang on a second. Alright. This is Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. Although it's called Ripto's Rage in North America. Outside North America, it's called Gateway to Glimmer, and yeah.
Hi, Spyro! Welcome to Glimmer! Unfortunately for us, a mob of lizards just showed up and started stealing all of our gems! Can you stop them?
This game actually does have a lot, I mean a lot of backtracking. But this game proves a lot more on than the first one, because you actually get abilities, you can actually select. Well, I don't think we did that in a second, but we won't be able to collect everything in this level, so right now, that's what you can actually do. And the enemies don't drop gems either. Also, there's a lot to talk about today, too. Was some of the news this week on, especially today. No way I'm paying that. Well, I probably would pay $900 for a PS5 Pro if I really wanted. But I have a PS5 Pro already. Got it when it came out. Actually, the weekend it came out. Improved on the first game, where you didn't have hover in the first game. And you actually get the ability to swim, which you couldn't do in the first game. And you actually get the ability to swim underwater, which you actually have to buy that. Coming up on that. And I know. I don't know if the trick is actually in the Reignited trilogy, but I know there is a trick that people would use to actually speedrunners use. It's like a double jump, but Spyro doesn't have it. Double jump to get the timing right, but you also get the ability to. I can't do right now, and because of the roll around. So if you hold down R trigger L1 on PlayStation, it's L1, R1. L2, R1, and R2. Xbox is the all the trigger and shoulder bumper, and the bumper thing. Sorry, I'm fighting something off. Well, I fighting my bumper off because I just got done eating before I went live. However, because we also get the ability to climb. Sorry, not kind of forward, but the game has been so long. Yeah. And the cast in the first game had been replaced with baskets, and the cast don't ever come back. That's what I recall. We can't get these. Here's our save progress. Well, checkpoint progress.
Hi, Spyro. I'm a friend of Alora's, and she asked me to help you out. Whenever you find me, I'll remember your progress. Like this. zap means that if you get into trouble, I'll return you to this place. See you around.
Yeah, so Zoe is unlike like in the first game where when you release a dragon, Zoe here, Zoe the fairy here is when you get to that, she actually saves your progress. So when you die, you go back to that where we were at, and that's a jackass right out there in the corner of the battle. The roll wasn't that far, it was on Spyro.
We gem cutters are a bit too short to climb these ladders. It looks like you are too. After you learn to climb, come back to Glimmer to see me.
Yeah, you can't climb that. Wait, then there used to be a way in the original.
We gem cutters are a...
Ah, you must be the dragon everyone's talking
This
about.
jackass is a
Well,
greedy bastard.
dragon or not, I'm afraid there is a small fee to open the bridge. It will cost you 100 of your gems to cross. Thank you, Mr. Dragon. Spyro, was it? You can now use the bridge whenever you want, free of charge. I hope we meet again when you have even more gems.
Yeah, so Moneybags here is his name.
Still here? Why don't you help the gem cutters? And they'll show you the way to Summer Forest.
Moneybags is a greedy bastard, and well, in the original when you did that, you couldn't do it. But like when flame charge them, flames, you wouldn't do that. But in the Reignited, you fight now in Spyro 2, I believe when you do, because you could actually.
To get a good look around, press the action button. Try using action to look around this cave.
Yeah. Before we got interrupted by Zoe. So that's the fairy's name. One second. I'm checking on something. Streamer mode enabled. Okay. Sorry. Just checking on something. Which I don't have a Discord server, so don't really ask. You can't really get up there, so. If I really wanted to, I could go ahead and go to the home world, but this is not the home world. They take you out in this one.
Spyro, thanks for helping us fight off the lizards. Please take this talisman of Glimmer as a sign of our gratitude. This magic portal next to me will take you to Summer Forest, one of the home worlds of Avalar.
You can actually build that and burn those. But we're not done just yet. Spyro 2 is a bit of a more longer game compared to Spyro 1, and Spyro 3 on top of it. And it's a maze on top of that as well, and it's a little bit more longer. Although out of the home world, Spyro 2 is the shortest, with only having 3. And apparently there were no plans that are like anything before. Checked out, but like, you know.
These little lizards have eaten my entire crop of gems. I've tried hitting them with rocks, but they're too fast for me. You can try using one of my rocks. If you have any questions, just ask me.
This is actually another ability Spyro gets too in Spyro 2. It wasn't in Spyro 1. Picking up rocks and big items and shooting them.
Follow me to the next lizard.
Also, Spyro 2 is one of my favorite games, but it's not my favorite out of the original trilogy. It's
Great! The Superfly power-up is active, and you can restart our gem lamps. Flame all the lamps quickly, and the big gem lamp will light. The power-up will give you enough magic to fly for a short time.
what was the thing? Oh, yeah, so, what was the thing? Spyro 2 is one of my, oh yeah, gotta remember now. Spyro 2 is one of my favorite games, like, out of the original trilogy. Spyro 2 is, my second favorite, with my first favorite being Spyro Year of the Dragon.
Thanks for helping me light the lamp, Spyro. A fairy gave me this orb, but I like gems better. You take it instead.
Orbs are also another collectible, and they become important later on in the story. So the collectible in this are the talismans, orbs, and gems. There's no dragon eggs. Although this is the game actually introduced skill points for Spyro 1, and the original Spyro 1, they did not have it. Like, they did not have.
You can spit pretty far,
skill points.
Spyro. See if
They
you
had
can
them in
spit all the way
Reignited.
to the lizard.
No, we'll get up there. And I bet you're probably like wondering, should we use the super points? Like, because in this game, like, Spyro 2 actually introduces the super points, like power up portal, like that. Sorry. Bad.
To hit that lizard up high.
I'll show you what will happen. Well, you're probably nice to meet you. You see something there? The power up that, like, that's too short.
You can pick up a rock.
Yeah, so, side by side or whatever,
Yay!
I mean, I could do extra level. But I just want to do 1 quick beat. Because where Spyro 2 is a little bit longer, it's a little bit more open. Yeah, so the original Spyro 2 and 3, well, people weren't really fans of how long the original, the install size of when Reignited came out. Apparently, because it was revealed that only Spyro 1 was going to be on the original disc, and Spyro 2 and 3 you would have parts of them would be on the disc, but you'd have to download them. And what people fail to realize is that the Spyro games on the original PS1, they're open world. That's what that's the file size where they actually did all this. Sorry.
Oh no! Oh, hello. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Alora.
Hi. I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
Oh, sorry.
Did you meet the gem cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir, too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
Well, there are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto. Hunter, where have you been?
Oh, I got a little lost.
Spyro's gonna help us collect the talismans.
I am? He is.
Spyro, look. There's no way you can get to Dragon Shores right now. Ripto and his monsters have taken over the castle here in the Summer Forest. You're going to have to go to Avalar's worlds and convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman. You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter, you can't even keep track of your running shoes. How can we trust you with 14 talismans? If you come across any orbs, they're important too. But I'll tell you about them later.
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans, give Ripto the old hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
Alright, welcome to the first homeworld. And hang on 1 second. Check editing something real quick. Meant to probably do this earlier, but we're doing this. Alright. Change the game. Changing the game on Twitch, I forgot to do that. So, this is the first homeworld, Summer Forest, and there is a theme for Spyro 2. The homeworlds, they're season-based. And these are the lives. As you can see, we can swim! But before we do a level, well, one level, we definitely want to get the ability to swim underwater first, and that's like 500 gems, if I recall. called because I can tell you. Right now, because I'm pressing the button, right now we can't go underwater. Yeah. So... Although, I believe I do know, I remember there is a cheat code, but that would unlock all the abilities, but I think it would disable the achievement.
Spyro, this is the homeworld called Summer Forest. There are portals to many of the Avalar worlds around here. Unfortunately, Ripto has taken over the castle, and we need your help. Start by retrieving the talismans from each of the worlds you visit.
Sorry.
Check your guidebook by...
She just gives advice, so... Yeah, there used to be apparently a bridge here. But it was destroyed. We'll find out in a bit, because I'm going to pop up. That I fell down here for a reason, and we get a whirlwind. Let's do. And also, the speedways well, the flight levels have been renamed speedways. You know the deal about those.
Hey, Spyro. Ripto smashed this bridge, so I guess you'll have to glide across it. Press the jump button, then press jump again while you're still in the air to glide.
Moving my mic, sorry. There's a level you do not. Okay, this is the level right here, Idle Spring. You do not want to do that level until. Well, we could do it without the ability, except there's a challenge that requires you actually have to get the underwater. It's really fun underwater to get gems to an area actually unlocked. But with that being said,
Sparks, the dragonfly following you around, is your health indicator, Spyro. The brighter he is, the more hit points you have.
just an explanation which you can't. Also, well, also you want to get needed.
Sorry, Spyro. I'd love to teach you how to swim underwater, but not as much as I'd love to take your treasure.
Yeah, we need a couple more and we'll have to get a level. But after this.
Hi, Spyro. You look like you're pretty agile. Let's try putting it to a test. See if you can get up this first step. Press the jump button and hold it down to get more hang time. Okay, not bad. Now to make this next jump, you'll have to glide. Press the jump button, then press jump again at the top of your jump to get the maximum glide distance. Nice job. Now, try to do a hover. Press the jump button, then press jump again to glide. When you reach the end of your glide, press the action button to hover. Hovering will give you extra height and distance. Very good.
Now for the hardest leap of all. You'll have to give this one everything you've got. Get a walking start, jump, glide, and hover just before you get to the edge of the platform. Don't forget to press forward on the left stick when you hover. Wow, you're a pretty good athlete. If I hadn't lost my running shoes, I'd take you on for real. For now, here's an orb for your collection.
And I think we're about to see it. Yeah, so Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, or Gateway to Glimmer, is actually the first game, like the only game in the original series to actually show level cutscenes before you enter it. And actually the Reignited actually reinvigorates that.
A Yeti has been rampaging around our home, but we've managed to trap him by shutting all the doors. If you talk to the other brothers, they will open the gates and guide you to him. Concentrating, I should be able to open this door for you.
The chant in the original goes, why I Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage as a kid was actually one of the Spyro games that my mom would replace with whenever I lost it. A game disc. Not scratched or anything.
Who needs a key when you know how to chant like this?
So was your dragon.
Enemies like those yaks are too big to be charged. Your flame attack should easily take care of large enemies. Each time you defeat an enemy, it will release a spirit particle. The spirit particles will activate the power-up in that world. If a power-up is inactive, you need to defeat more enemies.
Yes, like you have to defeat a number of enemies for that, and I know in the original it actually shows it, but like you could hit like in the original game it actually shows how many particles that are in that level. You get them by defeating the enemies.
Hey, look what I can do.
Oh yeah, and I also forgot Spyro 2 is actually the first game in the series to introduce minigames.
remember Hunter's advice. You will glide farthest if you press the jump button again at the very top of your jump.
Even though I'm a vegetarian, I think you should torch that Yeti. He's pretty tough, though. In fact, I'm not sure you're up to it.
Huh. Oh, we're up to it. Although the originally actually
the Yeti was
jumps up and
tougher than
down,
that.
and that causes the
guess
thing
he
to fall
was
down.
all bark. Ruff, ruff. Anyway, I was just guarding our sacred talisman to make sure the Yeti didn't eat it.
A fun mini game, but we're gonna do it first. Because yes, this is a completion run. Spyro games will be completion runs. You see the orb on the top above his head? Yeah, that means that there's 2 orbs.
Ah, Spyro, welcome. We have found that hockey is a peaceful and calming sport. Would you like to join in a match against our goalkeeper? You have 2 minutes to score 5.
Yeah, this was actually frustrating on the PS5. Well, the first one's not that bad. Dick. Hey, you motherfucker. I hope you realize this means war, dickhead. Sorry. Language. Yeah. I was sort of hoping we're at the damn time.
You have
Yeah, this may actually take a bit.
ready? You have...
You can't.
Are you ready? You have...
You mother.
Are you...
I was expecting that to actually go in. Motherfucker, that should have actually been... That should have caught that.
Well done.
This one's hard because you actually have to play against second person, like, enemies.
Would you like to try a game of one-on-one? The first to score...
But you can actually claim the dickhead. There's something that
have this. If you stare
have to
at
get
it
the skill
long
point,
enough,
too.
you might not see anything. You can keep practicing if you want, but you have to be off the ice by 6.
So that you can also escape. Well, I escaped. There you only couldn't go.
Thank goodness you scared that evil spirit away. But now it will hide in the statues. If you were to flame all 10 statues, I'm sure you would chase it away for good.
That's what. Even things like nope. Usually this is actually something I discovered in I remember where the statues are now. In the metal treasure chest becomes station, and that's all of the yeah.
Well done, Spyro. You've scared the evil spirit away. Why don't you take this? I borrowed it from the temple. They don't need it.
You see, with Spyro 2, I sort of don't. I think, with how long the levels are, it may take multiple parts to actually do that. goal is at least try and do one homeworld per part, but I know it's gonna be a little
Hello there, Spyro. Would you like to learn to swim underwater? I suppose I could teach you for a small...
Yes, you bastard, we do. Spyro does.
Great. Okay. When you jump in the water, you can use your left stick to move around the surface. Use the charge button to dive underwater. When you're underwater, use the jump button to paddle and charge button to charge.
Oh, yes. I did do my taxes recently, and that ended up owing. That was 69. Well, it could have been way worse. I could have owed a lot more, but about 70 bucks. Not bad. Still wasn't happy with that. The reason why I'm going back this way is because this way. But oh yes, to get to like one topic. Today I saw where someone, and I heard one of my friends actually did tell me like a report. They heard that. I'm not. Do not hold me to this. I'm not gonna. Apparently, Sony and Nintendo might be increasing their prices, but Sony actually did increase their prices. Actually, starting next week, April 2nd. Yeah. Sony. First and foremost, all I gotta say is, what are you doing? You are basically the current gen system and the one next gen system, which I do consider the Switch to the next generation, the 10th generation. I don't care what people say. The Switch 1 is 9th generation.
The idols we were carving have come to life. They've locked us out of our temples and stolen our food.
So this is where I would recommend doing unless you want to do a backtrack. There'll be more backtrack. So there's gyms under the water. like saying because I'm not. I can't type myself online.
I've been locked in here with all our tools, and the giant idleheads won't let the workers in unless we can solve the 3 puzzles they've given us.
Don't worry, guys. It's not Red Foreman. I thought that. So at first, because of the name.
The first puzzle is to turn
Making
all
that
these
sense.
blocks yellow.
Joe,
If you
Joe.
have trouble, come back and talk to me.
Man, it's not that bad.
Wow, Spyro, you did it! I knew you could do it. Now, meet me at the pond for the next challenge.
There's only 2 levels. I think that's the way, like, the only time we don't
This
have to
idol says
backtrack
he's
is
hungry and
Spyro.
won't be
Yeah, the third
satisfied till
world.
he's swallowed 10 fish. He's got a sensitive stomach, so watch what kind of fish you feed him.
Don't feed him red. Yeah, if you feed him red, you
Okay,
have to start.
Spyro,
Well, it
just
doesn't
one
do
more
game
puzzle
over,
to
but
go.
he just spits
I'll
everything
meet you
out.
over by the colored stones for your final challenge.
Of course they wear metal. Protect themselves.
Those metal shields are making enemies invulnerable to your flame attack. If you press and hold the charge button, you can defeat them with your...
But yeah, back to what I was saying. Sony, what are you doing? There's no reason for you to raise the PS5 Pro, which, by the way, that was already $799. I think like, what, $769 or something? $759 to $899. Seriously, what market conditions besides the RAM shortage is going through that, causing that? Could have offset the cost, like, and I like PlayStation out of the, along with Nintendo. Which people are like saying, like, they're scared for like how much the PS6 is going to cost, and I believe we will. I know some people are like saying, oh, we're probably going to get the PS6 next year. Ooh. Which we actually may. Despite what some people are saying, like, oh. You know what you could do is just lower the cost. It ain't that, like, here's the thing, inflation ain't really going up unless you're living somewhere else, and I'm not going to get into that. However, me personally, I would just keep the cost lower. Look, you raise the price, like, and that was effective, like, also the base PS5 is the disc. The console version, once the disc drive is going up to like what, $649, and
to aim the camera left or right, use.
And the digital is going like I think $549. It's $100 increase for both the
If you jump on these
digital
stones in the correct order, you will solve the
both
puzzle.
digital and
I only know what the first one is.
disk drive.
It's up to you to figure the rest out.
PS5 Pro is just going on, you know.
Let's.
Yeah.
Let's.
What's this? Yeah, I think. No.
Let's.
Okay.
Let's. Nice job.
That part is we're gonna wrap all the way back there. Sony, you won this generation. You won PS5 generation. Well, so did Nintendo, but that's beside the point. But now, basically, because Xbox, yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if Xbox actually increases their consoles because that's just how it is. They're going to increase the price. I didn't know that because they already increased the price, and for a good while, the Xbox was the most expensive console. Now it's PlayStation. So something must have happened, and I bet Sony has gone through their supply of memory RAM because of the RAM shortage. Which is it really? I sort of expect the RAM shortage to be solved a lot sooner rather than later because AI contracts are actually starting to fall through. Because Sora just got announced it was shutting down. Well, that's why I think the memory supply is going to start coming down. Don't hold me.
Spyro, you're pretty tough. If you ever want a permanent job, we've got a place for you here.
Oh, that's actually great. Yeah, you do want to get them all in one go. Don't that little thing, the picky thing.
The hula girl's ring dance blew up that idol like a Roman candle. Now I can pursue that dancing career.
Knock them back
I've
and you
dreamed
have to do it all over.
Take this orb. It could help you go places.
If I recall, I think they actually. Not this level, it's the other. It's a level in the home world. And it's a skill point too, and it looks very particularly fun trying to do it. Which is actually another level that we will be having backtrack when we get another ability. Won't say what the ability is, well. Okay. Where are we missing? And that could be anywhere. I don't think it's able to as well. Wait, okay, I think. Hang on, I think if I recall. There actually is a skill point. Well, I remember it. It's a little tricky, but it's right. Yeah, there you go. Skill point time, let's go get it. Yeah, there it is. It's gonna be tricky. I won't if I get so. That's the skill point. Get up there. You have to land on that. What is that? That's a tricky one. Yeah, I'm not gonna get in every. And I'll just show you. I'm not gonna be getting every single skill point because the speedway skill points are not going to happen. Which, yeah, in order to get the orbs on the speedways, well, I'll explain it when we get to it. But Sony, you really need to drop the prices. No wonder people are switching to going to PC because of the prices of the games. Also, people like saying that PS5 has no games. So actually, yes, it does. There are some exclusives to it. It may not be your cup of tea, but and plus the exclusive Spyro is coming up. Wolverine's coming up. Which I'm not gonna lie, the games on the PS5 God of War Ragnarok was good. Right, I still need to beat Horizon Forbidden West. Okay, I'm gonna go back to it. I don't. Check this. Let's play. I mean, let's play for the channel.
You're well on your way, Spyro. Keep collecting talismans to help us defeat Ripto before he can take over Avalar. Oh, and keep collecting those orbs, too. The professor thinks they will help you get back to the Dragon World.
Your game camera is currently in passive mode. This mode requires you to manually control the camera. If you'd like, I can change the game. Okay, I'll...
I mean, the passive, there's not really much of a difference other than I'm still controlling it.
I saw something shiny at the top of this wall. You could probably get it, but you'll have to learn how to climb first.
I think Spyro, like, this is the only homeworld where it actually requires us to go back. There is actually a way, if I recall, to get open. Actually, let's go ahead.
Say, Spyro, you see this wall here? I bet you're dying to know what's on the other side. If only I had a few more gems, I might be able to remember how to lower the wall.
Dick.
Ah, yes. The sparkling beauty of those gems seems to have jogged my memory.
But I ain't gonna get into it anymore with the whole Sony thing. But just consider it like this: there was technically no reason to increase the price out of nowhere. And it started as a rumor.
Nice work, Spyro! The orbs you're carrying have activated this special portal. You won't find a talisman in Ocean Speedway, but if you're fast, you'll get lots of treasure. Have fun!
My neighbor's dog. There's an orb back there. Actually, let's see away first. I will be sort of shocked if I do this the first try. But this speedway is actually a little bit easier. Actually, the speedway is in the Spyro 2 are easier. And you actually have to do the speedway first, then you go and talk to someone in the level, and you get to start the actual mission to get the orb. Fuck. That don't count. That don't count. That don't count. I thought I actually could land on there because that was the goal. Don't count that. We ain't counting that. This is the first attempt. First attempt. Wait, super cream. And we did it! We do actually have to retry, because that's what we're going to do. Except we're not retrying the damn level, get the damn speedway. Not though.
I guess now you think you're pretty good. Well, let's see if you're as good as the current champion. All right, Spyro.
It ain't a real
meet
race.
the course champion.
In order to win the race, you must fly through all the rings. But beware, if...
Yeah, this and here's the thing, the moment when Hunter goes through a ring, they do stop the ring. And if it rings, right this, that.
Great job, Spyro. That was some excellent flying.
And with that, we're done. Okay, so Sunny Beach, one of my favorite levels, but since for the sake of this video, for part 1, if they're going to actually have to do backtracking, I might do it. Then come back and do it, because we won't be able to do it until we get to the second ability.
Hi, Spyro. It's a good thing you're here. If you can help shepherd those baby turtles over there to safety, I'd be mighty grateful.
But I am going to get as many gems. You can't breathe underwater, fire underwater, but when you get a power up, you can. So. starting with Spyro 2, the gym count actually doesn't go per level. It actually is your overall gym count. How many gyms you collected. Oh, right, and on top of that, someone like said Nintendo is cutting the Switch 2 production in half. I don't believe that, because apparently the person who reported this is also the one who reported that both Nintendo and Sony were going to do something, and Sony said no. So that's not true, so I think that was their fault. Something about where I don't buy that, because every other weekend where I live, around where I live, it is sold out. So there's that. Yeah, so this is where we would actually see the playing ability, although there is a way to do it. You gotta keep getting Pearl's ass.
The water workers have captured most of our baby turtles, and the boxes they put them in are incredibly strong. With a more powerful flame attack, maybe you could break open the boxes.
Also, each level in Spyro 2 is a parallel level. Has a parallel level. I just can't think what Glimmer's parallel level is. It might be her host. Sunny Beaches, it might be Aqua Tower. Or something. World 2, when we do that. We may do that next week. Only with the super flame can breathe in the water. Oh, and if someone's watching this, I'm sorry about the other day where I thought I put links in text. I didn't mean to do that. Send it without, but that was also being a little
Most
shady.
impressive. Please take this sacred thingamajig as a token.
So, actually, it's been somewhat actually a pretty good eventful week got for me in my work.
Thank you, young dragon. The baby turtles will be safe.
I don't know if I'm gonna
Please,
if I'm a
take this
fan of
palace.
what happened just yet, but won't go into it. But I'm actually just playing some more duties on top of my normal duties. So, yeah. It's basically volunteering to help with peer-to-peer stuff. Just note, if you are watching this and this far into the video, I did not mean to like do that. Although you can just say I was trying. Sometimes when I'm serious, I'll be doing that. But I'm human, don't. Yeah. You bastard. By the way, that's actually the design for Ash and Clank.
We've always had trouble with the gear grinders, but now they've set up force fields to separate us. If you find diodes, you can use them to turn off the force fields. I think there's a diode around here somewhere, but my eyesight isn't what it used to be.
Hang on a second. Let's pull up Discord. Also, Tom Kenny voices every single character in here, and that robot right there, and that enemy, it's actually what people like perfectly say like was the Easter egg for Ratchet and Clank. Which I made. There's also a trophy for that. Well, skill points for getting that. One file says like something cat was after you have to go. It doesn't say anything, so well, it's a second, I think.
grinder thieves keep taking our lightning stones. If you can replace them all and activate our generator, I'd be very grateful.
It ain't really a 4-star. The only thing that where it is getting this like little high star thing is I think there is actually a trophy for putting all the things in.
Spyro. I found this shiny thing mixed up with our lightning stones. Please, take it as a reward.
Oh, yes. I remember originally you had to have to, like, fire flame and not do, like, all the... Yeah, you actually have to do that. Because that's going to be a mini-game challenge. The weather has been like ridiculous. It was nice and warm this morning, and on lunch.
Thank you, Spyro.
I walked
You've
outside on lunch.
deactivated all of the electric barriers. We've been guarding this talisman from the gear grinders.
By the time
Please,
last
take
break
it
rolled
as a
around,
reward.
and especially like when I got off work, it was cold. Started to drink and did. Especially then, so let's get down to 35. But it's also supposed to warm back up Sunday, so there's that. Not really looking forward to that, like the weather dip. So I guess we're into that part of this time now.
Spyro, do you see that big building over there? The gear grinders are using it to steal our electricity. Please help us by shutting down the machinery inside.
Yeah, this is actually the part. believe there is a way to get there, but I don't want to try and die a bunch of times and get alive.
Spyro, you have done well so far. You could have this little trinket for good luck. If you have... The next glides get tricky. You'll have to use your hover maneuver to make them. Press the action button during a glide to hover and get extra height. Remember to press the action button when you're very close to the windmill, or you won't make it.
Yeah. Short. Normally that would fall off to your death. That's falling off to your death. But okay. Well, because it is also coming up on the hopefully we'll try to get this done on Friday. Then sort of once we do get the first problem mode. Well, the first boss done. God. I should have made that. Yeah, I can't do anything to stop that. Fuck.
Spyro.
No, 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 you mother... Yeah, I'm trying to hurry a little bit. God fucking damn it. I really wish there was a rewind button. And especially since I fucking have to deal with this fucking bullshit.
The next.
I really wish they would stop doing that. Yes, I have a little bit short, but... Motherfucker.
Spyro, help! Thanks for shutting down.
I do want to...
Hi, Spyro. This talisman door will only open if you have all 6 Summer Forest talismans. Once the door is open, Ripto and Crush will be waiting in the dungeon.
Okay. They're going to be doing it all over. It's just next week I'll be doing the backtracking.
The funny-looking guys with the shock sticks have drained all
Those are
our
haircuts,
water.
so I think this is
We
actually
can't
the
get it back
haircuts,
unless someone activates the switches they're guarding.
Oh, Crab. Mr. Crab! Yeah, you absolutely have to replace the water. And there actually, if I recall, there is a skill for getting great to this one on TV. See those sharks? Do not go anywhere near them. They will, if I enter in the water, they will auto kill. They will come and kill me automatically. So that's, there is something that is needed. We actually have to get flame kit, like super flame. Which actually, if you beat 100% of Spyro 2 and start a new game, you actually get a new like a really cool shoot at the start of the next new game if you start when you go start another Spyro game, a new game. Not same profile, save profile. You actually have to start a new save profile, new save game, save slot. There's a hound dog too, so that's even more.
Hi, Spyro. You must be tougher than you look to get here. All the same, you won't be able to get past the metal sharks up ahead. I suppose I could let you borrow my submarine, though. For a modest fee, of course. A pleasure doing business with you, Spyro. This submarine is 100% shark-proof.
world is wet again. We all want you to have this talisman of Aquaria Towers to remember us by.
Trying to tame my new pet manta ray, but he just won't obey me. Hey, you're just about the right size to ride on his back. Great! Hop on his back and guide him through each of the... I suppose I owe you something for that. Now that the manta ray's tamed, I'd love to get him into racing shape. Care to take him through a harder course? Okay.
This may take a bit. Now, when it does come to Spyro 3, there will be a level at, well, a home world that you will want to do 13 levels in order the Speedway. Well, first you have to cancel these in the Speedway, then, Super fine.
Workers have kidnapped 6 of my children and have hidden them in the top of each of these numbered towers. I borrowed some explosives to blast open the tower. If you can make...
You did it! Now we can...
Before that, so I'm gonna get Spark to full health because, lo and behold, we are going to be doing the boss fight. Scares his friend, then the real shark shows up and scares him. Oh, I guess the remaster doesn't do that.
Well done, Spyro. Now that you have 6 talismans, this door will open. Before you get to the castle dungeon, Spyro, I thought that you might want to know how Ripto and his monsters arrived in Avalar. You see, last week in the winter tundra, the professor was working on some new super portal technology.
There, that's the last orb in place. Now let's see. All we need are some coordinates.
Yeah? How about 22475? That's my birthday.
No, Hunter, don't!
What?
Get off me, you useless buffoons! Why can't either of you? Where are we?
No dragons? Wonderful!
Crush! Go back and pack my bags! We're moving in!
Say hello to your new king.
Professor, shut it down! Hurry!
Oh my, I can't see the switch. I think I've broken my glasses.
Crush! Go through the portal, you idiot!
Tell all your friends to take the orbs and scatter them throughout Avalar. Quickly!
Now! Go! Crush! Get the orbs now! Now! You despicable little creature! I'll kill you!
This is bad news for Avalar. Hunter, why didn't you chase him?
Yeah. I, would have gone after him, but didn't he say something about not liking dragons?
Professor, could we catch a dragon to help us?
Yes, I think so. We'll need a world that has an alignment much better suited to intercepting one of these creatures. How about Glimmer?
The boss fights in Spyro 2 are actually more challenging and actual boss fights compared to boss fights in Spyro 1. There is a achievement, like, don't get hit. is even an achievement, if I recall, to hit Ripto. I can't remember. I think it's really lovely. Which I will have to be shocked if I actually do this. That's the first try. Normally the best way to actually beat the bosses is to go back after you get the 100% everything. Because this game only goes to 100%. Come on, Crash. Come on, Crush. Give me 6 set.
No, Crush! You may have been able to defeat that simpleton, but golf will be more than a match for you.
Bring it on, Shorty.
Golf, come here now! Destroy him, and make sure it's painful. What? Golf, get me out of here! So long, dragon.
I know in the original Spyro 2 there was him. Guidebook.
That Ripto has caused enough damage. All his meddling has cost me a fortune. If it wasn't for Spyro, I'd be bankrupt. Oh, if Ripto were here, I'd give him a piece of my mind. In fact, I'd give him a lot more than that. I was a champion bantamweight boxer at university, and I still know a few moves. Take that, and that. No! Why, you...
I know I shouldn't cheer for Ripto, but that's actually one of my favorites. Because Moneybags is that greedy and bad. And... well, this is what I can do. Let's get the ability.
Well, well. I bet a rich dragon like you wouldn't mind cashing in a few gems to learn how to climb. I'd be willing to teach you for, say, oh, I don't know, a small fee. You won't regret it. Okay, when you see a wall surface that looks climbable, like the one to my left here, just jump onto it and you will grab it with your claws. Use the left stick to move up and down. Press the jump button again to leap off. You can also jump sideways onto another climbable area.
Okay. I'm not going to do Glimmer and Sunny Beach tonight. That'll be next time, but this is what I'm going to do before I wrap up, because I am starting to wrap up. I'm going to finish the Summer Home World. Well, the first homeworld. Well, trying to get that to, I think the second homeworld is the only one we don't have to backtrack to get gems and stuff out of the original. Now there are levels that we will have to backtrack and and with that being said, we got 100, well, almost 100%, but we did make a lot. I did make a lot of progress tonight, especially on the first game. we completed almost 100% the first homeworld. Just didn't get that because we do need the climbing ability, and same thing for Glimmer, need the climbing ability. But next week, I will be in part 2. I will be doing that. Doing Glimmer and Sunny Beach. And on top of that, starting Autumn Plains. And I do not anticipate to finish Autumn Plains all in one go like I did this time, because we would need the next ability for to complete the 2 level, like, because there's 2 levels, and that requires a 3rd ability. And one of them is actually super annoying. But outside that, yeah. So Spyro 2 is, it's actually hard to believe we actually are starting a second game on the channel, which we have, and is part 1, and made a lot of progress. And this is probably going to be the longest video on the channel so far, being like close to 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I'm going to keep it wrapped. I'm going to wrap it up now. So if you enjoyed the stream, give me a like. Follow me on Twitch, xDeathstalker35 on Twitch. YouTube, if you like the video, don't subscribe. Thumbs up. Like the video and leave a like. Subscribe if you enjoyed and are new. And comment and share, and follow me on Twitch. That's xDeathstalker35. YouTube is xDeath35, and Rumble is xDeathstalker35. Even though I'm not posting on Rumble yet. Same time next week at 6:30. And should be doing part 2 and starting Autumn Plains and finishing up Summer Forest. Until next time, peace out, everyone. xDeathstalker35 signing off.